Have you ever wondered how you can listen to just about any song you want from your smartphone? Well, my name is Russ, and today I'm going to take you on a journey back in time to discuss all the sound and recording devices that were invented and how they have paved the way for us to have this technology today. So let's begin by traveling back to the year 1857, where Leon Scott de Martinville invented the Phonautograph. This device would use a horn attached to a diaphragm that would vibrate a stiff bristle, which inscribed an image on a lampblack coated hand-cranked cylinder. The phonautograph was only able to record an image of the sound, however, and the sound could not be played back. Jumping ahead 20 years to 1877, Thomas Edison invented the phonograph. This device made recorded music possible. You could record sound, the human voice, and play it back. The sound waves were recorded onto a rotating cylinder or disc called a record. To replay the sound, the cylinder would be rotated while a stylus traced the groove and was therefore vibrated by it, very faintly reproducing the recorded sound. In 1887, Emile Berliner created the gramophone. The gramophone was the first device to play a disc of recorded music. It made recorded music accessible. By 1896, the gramophone was on the market as a Victrola, becoming the first commercially available record player. In 1905, the 78 RPM standard was introduced. This was a vinyl disc known more widely as a record that allowed the consumer to be sure that their records would play and play correctly. Now to the years 1895 through 1900. That brought us the radio. The first radio transmitters and receivers were developed around 1895-96 by Italian Guglielmo Marconi and was starting to be used commercially around 1900. The radio received and transmitted its sound wirelessly through sound waves called the Hertzian waves. In 1954, the first transistor radio came about. Once the transistor was invented, it allowed its circuitry to be implemented into the radio, allowing listeners to take their music with them on the go, as the radio was now small and portable. So naturally, once people were able to do this, they wanted to bring their own music as well, which brings us to the year 1962 and the first portable stereo. The first portable stereo came to be by integrating speakers into a record player. This allowed people to take their record player with them wherever they wanted to go. It was soon realized, though, that lugging around the stereo with speakers was not exactly the most convenient thing to do, which brings us to the year 1963, which brought us the audio cassette. People wanted a more compact way to carry around and enjoy their music, and the audio cassette offered music in a smaller and more portable format than ever before. They came in two forms, either already containing content as pre-recorded, or as fully recordable blank cassettes. The audio cassettes also enabled the first mixtapes to be created. In 1965, they released the 8-track tape. Audio cassettes had not been integrated into cars yet, so the 8-track allowed people the ability to bring recorded music along with them while they traveled. So now that people were allowed to bring their music with them in their car, they wanted to bring it everywhere, which brings us into our next era of listening devices and to the year 1979, and the Walkman. Sony's The Walkman was the first personal music player released. It combined an audio cassette player and headphones. Shortly after, in 1983, as technology evolved, the cassette tape was moved to the side to make way for the first compact disc, or CD. The CD offered higher quality, recording, and increased durability compared to the audio cassette. They would use lasers to record the music onto the disc in a language the playing device could recognize. In 1984, the Discman. The Discman, like the Walkman, was a portable music device that allowed you to take a CD of higher quality and durability with you on the go. This technology satisfied the consumer for quite some time, but as with all things, these devices must evolve, which brings us to 1998 and the MP3 Player. The MP3 Player allowed you to download an audio file from your computer, eliminating the need for something else to hold the music to be played. And that brings us to the year 2001 and the iPod. With Apple being the large company that it is, it released the iPod, taking the MP3 player mainstream and made digital music significantly more popular. In 2007, they released the iPod Touch. They wanted to innovate and enhance the music listening experience. The iPod Touch served as a music player, but also gave people access to the App Store, where they could purchase games as well as other features. And with Apple's brilliant marketing along with other companies, they have taken digital music and turned it into the juggernaut it is today, being available on many different platforms from phones to iPods and apps. How will we listen to music in the future? I'm not sure, but time will tell. Thank you for watching.